What's up, coaches? Hope you guys are doing well. Here's our video for Tuesday. So our centerpiece of the day is the deadlift. So we'll talk about the deadlift and how we're going to use that within the confines of our 3 tracks. Be specific, talk about the percentage and the reps that they'll be using so they have clarity of what they're warming up for. Our next 2 movements within the warm-up, we have a PVC split jerk. So we're going to be doing double dumbbell split jerk during the actual strength progression. However, this is meant to be a skill. It's meant to develop speed and position. We're not looking to go heavy with this. So warming up with the PVC will be just fine. All right, we do have a 1-second pause in the dip and in the catch. We're trying to get athletes to memorize those positions, to start to incorporate those into their muscle memory. And then it slows it down so you can really see what's going on in those particular positions. So with the PVC, we're going to go 1-second pause in the dip, knees out, upright torso. I'm going to drive and 1-second pause in the catch, 1001, and recover. 1-second pause in the dip, 1-second pause in the catch, and recover. All right. So you're going to have to set this up a little bit. You don't have to spend a whole lot of time though. You're going to get a ton of time to run around and coach this during the warm-up and during the strength, all right? So spend 60 to 90 seconds talking about the split jerk. Let's talk about the stance, talk about the grip, talk about the execution of it, and then move on. Have them try those 3 reps with the PVC. That's your time to kind of scan and see where everybody's at, and then you'll get all your coaching done during the actual class. PVC hopovers, that's just double foot hops. Use a single leg hop if you need to. So going into the actual strength and skill, we have the same basic setup as yesterday's floor press, all right? Just subbing in the deadlift for this, all right? So our goal here is to move up and load only if we had a perfect deadlift session last time. Continue to describe this as a thing of effort, 9 out of 10 on the effort scale. That's what the athlete should be feeling. We do have the second movement as a skill. Talked about the split jerk with the PVC. All we're doing is replacing these with double dumbbells. So we are doing a 1-second pause in the dip and the catch for the duration of the strength, all right? This is meant to be moderate in load, maybe even light. The focus is on the deadlift and not on the split jerk, all right? Our goal is to develop speed and position and really to work those 2 things in particular and to leave the load or the heavy portion for the deadlift itself. All right. The fitness and health, and notice they have a scale to a press from split. This can also be true for the warm-up. All right. So if they're just not to the point where they can dynamically move their feet into a split position, we're going to get them into the split and then they're simply going to press from that split position. All right, so we want to make sure the position there before we add speed to it to make that call and have people do the press from split, even if they're not in the fitness group. If the position is not there yet, slow it down and let's have them do press from split, please. All right, let's dive into the workout. So we have for time, 12-minute soft cap. A reminder that the soft cap is simply, our goal is to scale to stay under that time component. All right, our goal is to scale to stay under that time component. We're not going to stop then at the 12-minute mark. So this is a burner. Ideally, this puts athletes finishing in that 9 to 11 range, steady and consistent, and then pushing for a strong finish in that final round. All right, with the squat reps increasing, it is going to require some good pacing. All right, that set of 9 is not going to feel bad. That set of 15, that set of 21, that thing's going to be tough. So we want to make sure we have enough in the tank after all the sets of squats and running to get after that final 200 meters plus that set of 21 squats to finish out the workout strong. So the run, our sweet spot is 2 minutes. We want to scale to fit that. No more than 230. So that leaves a lot of people scaling down, 350, 300, and so on, all right? Make sure they're scaling for pain-free intensity. That means running slower if they need to, or subbing in row, bike, or ski. Goblet squats, 1 to 2 chunks per set. I love dumbbells here. I actually like dumbbells for goblet squats better than kettlebells. Athletes can choose, but give them that option, please. Range of motion, quality of king. You guys know that. Speed beats load. So we're chasing intensity here over something heavy. So we want to make sure we have a weight that allows us to come in from the run, grab that dumbbell, and get to work, all right? Press up to the chin. This is a really good cue that I love to use. So if I have this dumbbell, you start to get tired, you start to see this kind of thing where the hips are coming up. I'm gonna press up through the chin, physically press my chin up with the dumbbell. That makes my chest rise up and it leads my hips and shoulders out at the same rate. For logistics, easy setup here with running and a single dumbbell kettlebell. You shouldn't have a problem running one heat. This is a burner. Make sure people are taking care of themselves in terms of the heat. All right, keep your eyes out for people that are showing signs of heat exhaustion. Cool. Hope you guys have a great day. Feedback is welcome as always. See y'all.